Hello, all of you wonderful, fantastic fans out there. Your old buddy Noah Mitchell here from Zenoscope Entertainment. And boy, howdy, I gotta just say, what a fantastic Tuesday. I hope all of you are having a wonderful weekday as well. And it is the first Tuesday of the month, which can only mean one thing. It is time for our iconic retailer live stream. That's right. If you've never watched one of our retailer live streams before, this was something that we started during the pandemic years as a way to connect and reach out to our favorite local brick and mortar comic book stores. I say this every month. It bears repeating. I'll say it until you get sick of it and say it some more. These brick and mortar physical locations are the lifeblood of the comic book industry. We as a company, as well as a medium, would not be where we are today without the continued love and support from these local comic book stores. You know them, you love them. We've all got one in our neighborhood. So we started this as a way to reach out and connect with those fantastic communities, those fantastic individuals. And today is no exception. We are very delighted to be joined by Drew from Fat Cat Comics in Johnson City, New York. This is very close to where I used to so my hang out, play around, do some classic Noah Mitchell things. We'll get into that a little bit later. But Drew, if you're ready, we will bop you on.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can, loud and clear, sir. How you doing today?
Okay, all right, pretty good. So this is really great to be here with Zenoscope. And Noah, thank you. You have a great show. And we are so honored to be here. And we are in Fat Cat Comics in Johnson City, New York. And so what do you want to tour? Is that what we're going to do?
I would love if we could get, I'll be honest, I did a little bit of a sneak preview for myself. I cheated a little bit. I did some Googling earlier today and got a little tour, but I would love to see it in action.
Okay, so Fat Cat Comics is one of the oldest comic book stores in America. It was established in 1976 by a gentleman named Brian Perry, who worked for the local university here in Binghamton. And then it was sold to a wonderful woman named Tana. And then Tana sold it to me about 4 years ago. So we specialize in a lot of stuff. Let's just take you around the store, because I'm sure they want to see something else besides me. But we have games here of all varieties. I have no idea if I'm holding the camera right.
Oh, we can see it beautifully. It's coming out great.
Okay, great. And we've got toys, lots of toys. We specialize in here. We got some TMNT, some mini mates, DC Heroes, Batman, X-Men. We just sold a ton, a crate load of Transformers about a day or two ago. And a few weeks before that, we sold a crate load of GI Joes. So you'll see a lot of empty pegs here. We love to give deals to people when they come. And then this is our new current comic rack of things that's going on here. And of course, we got our Zenoscope stuff.
Hey, looking good.
Featured here. And then we got some of our back issues. And I moved the back issues out into a little more prominent place here. But these are a few of the titles that we love and we've had through the years with Zenoscope. My first Zenoscope comic that I ever read and knew about your company was called Final Destination Spring Break.
Yes, that's going back a while, man. That's the original.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Can you see me? Okay. Yeah, so I didn't know about it. I love the whole Final Destination franchise. These are our action figures, our Marvel Legends. And then we move on to our Funko Pops. And when I found out that there were comics, I was like, oh, yes, fantastic. Sign me up. So I bought all the issues. I bought the trades. And I was like, who is this company named Zenoscope? And from there, I discovered Grim Fairy Tales. And the rest is history. Some great stuff. You guys always put out good products.
Oh, thanks,
and my second experience was going to New York City Comic Con.
Yeah.
And I got to meet some of the crew out there, and I get some really cool people. And they're really good at sales because they talked me into buying some stuff I never saw before. So I fell in love with the courier, and that was my second jump into Zenoscope was the courier. I really enjoyed it. Had a really cool style and fashion. And these are our Spider-Man action figures that we've got here. Also, you see a lot of the symbiotes and the Venoms and Spider-Man's enemies and allies. These are a few of our graphic novels here. that we've got on deck. I have no idea if I'm even doing it justice showing you some of the stuff that we have here.
No, it's
in
beautiful,
here.
man. I mean, like I'm catching myself moving close to the screen, because I'm in like, oh wow, what's that game? Oh, what's that game too? That game. Oh wow, like yeah, I mean, like
Cool.
this is my actual distance because I'm like, oh, because I'll be honest too, I love loose action figures, just because for me personally, like they come out of the box right away. I want to display them, I want to show them. So the fact that you I know it's sacrilegious. It's sacrilegious. I have done plenty of horrible things that fans should never do, but I love to display them, and I love that like you already boom loose perfect.
Yeah, well, I came across this really cool toy that I had to get. It's the auto converting Optimus Prime that Robinson put out with Hasbro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can. Have you seen this before?
I don't think so. When did that come out?
Maybe a couple years now.
So it's not like a vintage thing.
No, not a vintage thing at all. But it is so cool. Let me just turn this on.
I will say when I had an Optimus Prime growing up, and after I put it together, I was like, I'm not transforming it again. That took too long. So this is automated, and this goes by itself.
It is. Hey, Optimus Prime. Hey, Optimus Prime.
Greetings.
Convert.
No way! Oh my gosh! Well, he turned around too.
He did.
That's so cool.
Let's see. Hey, Optimus. Megatron. Oh, wait, I did it wrong. I got to learn the codes myself. I'm getting kind of, let me see.
It's like
Hey,
an Amazon
Optimus.
Alexa.
I know, right? You got to do it the way. Hey, Optimus Prime.
Greetings.
Megatron.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Wow, that's really cool, man.
So it's about 25 controls you can give it. I got to remember to say, hey, Optimus Prime. Because if I don't say the whole thing, he won't do anything. So I'm like, hey, Optimus. And he'll just stand there. I'm like, what's wrong with the stupid thing?
That's not my name. It's Optimus
yeah, I know,
Prime.
right? Complete user error SMR, McFarlane DCs and DC Universe stuff here. And let's see. Got t-shirts up here. We got wall-to-wall stuff over here.
This is
And
nice
then-
and big too. Like I'll be honest, the pictures online, I was not expecting it to be that deep. It goes pretty far back.
It's kind of small, but I'm kind of walking slow. So
well, you're doing that's like movie magic then, like tricks of the
hey,
trade.
movie magic for real. And some of our Pokemon cards and some Lorcana and some things like that. The Masterpiece Batman and Superman editions. Our theme boxes for the comics. It's kind of cool. This is my buddy Henry.
Hi, Henry.
He's a local artist. Did you bring art?
I did not.
He did not bring his art.
Henry. See? Next time.
I didn't even know about it. Next time I will.
It's my son Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
How's it going?
Holding down the fort.
Good.
Yep, my buddy Nick's here, but he doesn't want to be on camera.
Well,
he does say hi. Okay, say hi, Nick.
How's it going?
All right.
There you go. Hi, Nick.
And my buddy Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
Hey, you got the whole crew there today. Hey, man.
Yeah, Andrew is like the big Zenoscopes guy of the store. I mean, he gets almost everything you guys publish every month. It doesn't matter what it is, he'll get it.
Man after my
He'll
own heart.
definitely get it, But I really enjoyed this. I'm not sure what else I can say, but we love your stuff. Keep on doing what you're doing for the community. We appreciate you, man.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you taking the time to join us. I just had some few quick questions, if you don't mind, because I am very interested in kind of the legacy of your store. You were saying that it's the oldest one in, did you say New York or Johnson City?
Well, I know it's one of the oldest stores in the U.S. I'm not sure where. I'm sure it's in the top 10 or the top 5.
So how did you get involved? Like, how did you kind of like get in the lineage of the store?
So that's kind of crazy. I was just shopping one day, and Tawna Lewis was the owner before me, and she was tired, and she wanted to retire. And I just came in and she was on the phone saying, "I'll never retire. This is just terrible." And I said, "Miss Tana, I'm so sorry." And she said, "Honey, do you want to buy the store?" And I was like,
Yeah, get out of here,
I don't know,
man.
maybe.
Dude, that would be if I had something like just fall like literally into my lap. Like, hey, you want a comic book store? Yeah, sure. Like, that's what luck, man. That's great.
Yeah,
That's
so it's kind
literally
of
the right place at the right time.
exactly. So yeah, I gathered the funds together and raised it up and paid her, got the keys 6 weeks later, and here it is.
That's very cool. I also want to give a shout out to your logo. We'll be showing it later on. But the store is called Fat Cats. That's a pretty fit looking cat. Like that cat could kick my butt.
Yes, so we have a whole story behind this thing also, and that's Fat Cat when he transforms with his superpowers. And then we have another Fat Cat that's him without his superpowers, and that's him right here. Can you see him?
Yeah,
That's
I
Fat
like
Cat.
that.
That is Fat Cat. When he says the magic words, he transforms into the logo. So
I like that, man. I always like things with a story behind them.
oh yeah. So
Very
we
cool.
kind of made that up.
Hey, no, that works. That's perfect. Now, do you have anything coming up soon that like you wanted to plug? I know you just had Free
Oh yeah,
Comic Book
we
Day.
really do. This is kind of cool. So this is going to be our first time ever running a kind of a convention, and we're having a comic and toy show on June 30th. Let me see if my son hold it up for me. Oh, here, Dutch, you hold it up for me. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, all right, got it. And I'll do a shameless plug here. It's
Oh,
Fat Cat Comics
absolutely.
presents the Big Bang Comic and Toy Show. It's at Sunday afternoon on June 30th, 2024. It's going to be in Binghamton, New York at the American Legion.
Nice.
So,
Very cool. Well, absolutely, man. We'll let everybody know. Y'all just got the information there. We'll post it again in the comments section so they can check it out. And you're definitely on. I see you've got Facebook, and I guess your website is myfatcatcomics.com, correct?
that's it. That's the one.
Awesome. Well, I'm throwing both of those into the comments section right now. Now, somebody wants to know, there is a good question. Stephen Ponsler, one of our fans, wants to know, is there a store cat? Is there an actual fat cat in the comic book store?
So that's a great question. For the history of this store, there's always been cats running back and forth and back and forth. The year before I took over, the pandemic had just like let out a few months before I purchased it. So we just got off of the lockdowns. And right before the lockdowns began, the previous owner stopped bringing cats into the store. So the funny thing about it was, at the time, the cats had a lot of dander. So a lot of the customers were complaining about the itching and the eyes and it got pretty bad. But a year before I bought it, there were no cats. So I didn't bring any cats back. That's why our fat cat is now a piece of plastic.
Hey, that's a nice hyperallergenic alternative.
It
to
is.
The real deal.
It is.
Very cool. Well, Drew, thank you so much again for taking the time out of your Tuesday to come on screen, and thank you to all of your staff, your son, your team, everybody who was involved. Thank you for bopping on and saying hello.
All right, appreciate you, man.
All right, man. We'll let you go. Thank you again for everything. It was great talking to you.
Take care, Noah. Thanks.
Have
Bye.
a good one, man. Thanks. All right. So that was Drew and his fantastic team. Special shout out to everybody on screen. That's an awesome store. I used to go to school in Hornell, which is a few hours away. I was looking at a map earlier, and I'm very familiar with the Ithaca and Rochester region. So Western New York, as I was saying earlier, has a special place in my heart. And next time I'm up there, I am 100% dropping by at Fat Cat Comics to see Drew and the team. And I highly recommend that you do too. I'm posting their Facebook and their main website into the comment section. So please take a look. You can find more information about their upcoming June 30th, I believe was the date, comic book convention in Binghamton. So again, if you're in the New York area, these are the guys to check out for sure. A lot of love coming for the store as well. I see Gary. Thanks for popping on. Jason, if you're ready over in the studio, I will send this puppy over to you.
Oh, look at that fadeaway. That is tremendous right there. That's good. That's good work out of you guys. All right. So I want to say huge thanks to Drew at Fat Cat. Like Drew had mentioned, he's had that shop for about 4 years now. I actually knew Tawn. I actually talked to her a couple of times just about the shop and so forth prior to Drew. But Drew looks like he's got a really awesome crew there. Really awesome shop. Like Noah had recommended. If you get a chance to, and you want to stop by his shop, highly recommend doing that. I think he also mentioned that they're going to be doing a comic convention in June 30th too as well. You can check out their Facebook page for more information on that as far as where it's located, seeing about getting tickets and so forth and heading on over. I want to say a huge thank you to Noah too as well for doing the interview with Drew. Drew was always real positive energy. I've talked to Drew a couple of times on the phone. Talked to him obviously about doing the store too, or doing the stream too as well. And we were excited. Couldn't wait to actually do a store stream with them, and that's what we're doing. So if you're brand new to the stream and you've never done one of these before with us, if you've never watched us before doing the store streams that we do, these are streams that are meant to bolster local comic shops. So everything that we're selling here in the stream, half of the proceeds will go to Drew at Fat Cat Comics. We've got a couple of new releases we're going to be talking about, a couple of graphic novels. We're going to get to some diamond incentive covers too as well as a print that actually has Fat Cat's logo on it. You heard Noah kind of mentioning about the logo itself being really cool. No, as soon as you sit your stuff down, dude, come on up here because you know what I'm talking about first, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So again, we're gonna get some new releases. So Jake, without further ado, if you want to put up new release number 1, I'm gonna bring up my partner in crime, Noah.
Hello.
He is the writer for Pooh vs. Bambi, and I can tell you right now, I just read this today and I dig it, dude.
Yay! All right. I'm glad.
I'm thinking the Pooh vs. Bambi. No, take it away as far as what your feelings on the Pooh vs. Bambi. I heard you describe it in Philly, and I like the way that you described it.
Thank you. So this was, and I got to give credit to the rest of the team because this was also, like you'll see down there on the banner, you can get this autographed by Joe or Dave as well. Joe, Dave, and David Wall contributed with the story as well. So they owe a lot, we owe a lot to them for that as well. But pretty much the concept of it is if you took any Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone action movie from the 1980s and you swapped out the roles with Pooh, Bambi, and the other public domain woodland creatures, that would more or less be the concept of this comic.
Right.
So it takes a lot of inspiration, I would say, from Rambo, a lot of Commando as well. There's definitely some Predator influence in there too.
I got that feel.
So I mean, the 100%, it was intended to be an 80s action blockbuster in comic book form. And the entire time, Dave Franchini and David Wall, they were saying, play it straight, because the comedy, I think, comes out of the fact that you've got these, everybody's favorite. I mean, I love Winnie the Pooh. I grew up with Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it's hard not to like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gary. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, hopefully I'm very excited. Issue number 2 is coming out, I believe, on the 22nd of this month. Fantastic interior artwork by Jordi Tarragona. What is phenomenal is that, we can just come up with the craziest, goofy stuff, and Jordi brings it to life. And, you would never imagine being like, all right, let's see what this actually looks like. But he makes it look phenomenal, It's goofy, silly, crazy stuff. But
it does. The interiors are banging, no question.
Yeah, I mean, Jordi really sells it. He really brings life to these characters. He does some phenomenal action scenes, facial expressions. I love Jordi's work. And if I can find an opportunity to steal or purchase some original art from the series, I would love to do that. But yes, I personally recommend it. I am a little biased, but just a smidge. Yeah, definitely check it out. I recommend for sure.
All right, sir. All right, so like Noah mentioned right there, that's Pooh vs. Bambi. This is a brand new series for us. If you're interested in the series, please put NR1, cover A, cover B, cover C. If you want multiple covers, you certainly can. The one thing I want to kind of have you guys take note of is cover B is actually a wraparound. So it actually has Pooh and Bambi both on the cover there. The cover A is by Igor Vitorino. The cover B is by the aforementioned Jordi Tarragona. Cover C is Pierluigi Abbondanza. I know I'm brutalizing his last name. Cover D is Sonia Matas. So if you're interested in any one of those covers, if you're interested in multiple, please indicate whether you'd like to have it signed too as well. All signatures are free. So the book is only $3.99. Please indicate cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D. If you want to buy A and C, if you want to cover C and D, you certainly can. Indicate whether you'd like to have them signed. You can have them signed by the writer, which is Noah. And like you mentioned, Joe and Dave both contributed on the story too as well. And they can sign your books for free as well. So that would be NR1. Again, NR1A, B, C, D, and then indicate, please, whether you'd like to have it signed or not. All right, let's rock on. Let's go to the second book that actually just came out in stores just this past Wednesday. That would be New Release 2. New Release 2 is kind of also something new for Zenescope, something we really have not done in years past. We just kind of gave it a horror and fantasy illustrated title, and this one actually deals with Plum Island. So some of you may be obviously very familiar with Plum Island. Plum Island's an actual place. It's a disease research facility was put on this Plum Island, I guess, to kind of keep it from the actual public and so forth. And this story has something exactly to do with that. It is taking Plum Island and so forth and having these researchers and so forth doing studies on what, I don't know, I guess I would call her almost like a tree, a vine. She is Eve and so forth. It gets kind of dark and twisted from there as one of the scientists kind of falls for Eve, that kind of thing, and debates whether he wants to release her and so forth. And I don't want to give away the ending, but again, this will be New Release number 2. Try and realize this one is actually $6.99. The reason why it's $6.99 is the book itself is actually 48 pages. And again, same thing. New Release cover A, New Release cover B, cover C, cover D. And if you wanted them to have them signed, again, you can have it signed by the writer, which is Dave Franchini, and or Joe too as well. Joe can kind of sign pretty much everything that we do because Joe has a hand in pretty much everything that we do, as he, along with Ralph Tedesco, were the ones that actually started Zenescope back in 2005 when we started with Crude Fairy Tales, started with Dr. Herbert West back in 2005 as a publisher. So again, New Release 2 would be cover A, would be Igor Vitorino. Cover B is Harvey Telebau. I've actually met Harvey numerous times. Delightful young man. Cover C is Pierluigi Abbondanza. Happens to be my favorite cover. And then cover D is Durlis Santa Cruz, another cover that's just absolutely slamming. You may buy multiple covers, same thing. Cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D. Please indicate whether you'd like to have them signed. And again, they would be signed by the writer, which is Dave Franchini, and of course signed by Joe too as well. And Joe, again, can sign just about pretty much everything that we do. Keep in mind the book is $6.99. And again, the reason being it is 48 pages. It's an oversized book. All right, let's rock on to a couple of graphic novels. The first one that I want to talk about is Bridgewater Triangle. So Bridgewater Triangle is regularly $12.99 in a comic shop. We're doing it here on the stream for just $9.99. This one was actually written by Studler. I like this book only because it deals with the Bridgewater Triangle in Massachusetts. It's about some kids that are going camping up in that area and so forth. And the driver actually knows a little bit more about the other kids. The other kids are kind of just looking to get away. I don't want to say what they want to do while they're getting away, but you can let your mind go ahead and wander. But again, the leader. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate you saying that. I just actually reread it again today. I read it years ago too, as well, when it first came out. Again, Bridgewater Triangle. Again, dealing with the Bridgewater Triangle. Bridgewater Triangle up in Massachusetts, kind of known for its UFOs, Bigfoot sightings, sightings of other monsters and creatures and so forth in the area. And again, people kind of disappearing. There's actually a tale about a trucker who actually goes up and down the highways and so forth. And if you get in the truck, you're going to disappear. So don't do that. But anyway, I'm not sure anybody would want to do that. Yeah, first one, that's pretty much number one on parents' list when they tell their kids, don't get in someone's car. Don't go hitchhiking. Certainly don't want to go hitchhiking to Massachusetts near the Bridgewater Triangle. Anyway. So that's Bridgewater Triangle, and again, it's only $9.99. And again, please indicate whether you'd like to have it signed. Again, Joe can kind of sign just about, again, everything that we do. So go ahead and put graphic novel number 1, indicate whether you'd like to have it signed too as well. Try and keep in mind all the proceeds for all the books that we've shown so far. Again, half of those proceeds going to our good friends at Fat Cat Comics and Drew. All right, let's rock on. Let's go to the second graphic novel, which is actually Wonderland House of Little. This is actually has what I really dig about Wonderland House of Little is, first of all, it has some older covers in there, but it also has some older Wonderland annuals too as well. In fact, the Wonderland annuals that are in House of Little are actually from 2009, 2010, 2011, and then it also has a cover gallery in there too as well. And I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the cover gallery too as well. So this deals with the Little House is one of the very first stories and so forth. People moving into that house. By doing so, they're taking a chance with their lives, getting involved with the Littles and so forth. As the rabbit kind of like starts superimposing himself into pictures that they have, into the kids' lives that move in with his family and so on and so forth. It gets kind of dark, kind of twisted from there, just like pretty much like everything that we do that is Wonderland. This is actually written by Raven Gregory. Also Ralph Tedesco too as well, and Dan Wickline are the three writers that contributed on the three stories that are in there. Again, it has three different Wonderland annual stories, all dating back from 2009, 2010, 2011. If you bought the Wonderland House of Little at a comic shop, it would be $15.99. But again, we're doing it here for just $9.99, so knocking a few bucks off of it, and then of course letting you have one of the creators, one of the founders of Zenescope, go ahead and sign some of the book for you too as well. And again, the signatures are free. So I did want to show you some of the older covers that are in the Wonderland Annual. So I actually picked to the one that happens to be the cover art, which is covered by Sean Chen too as well. There's some Mike DeBalfo in here. There's some Al Rio too as well. So I'm kind of dating how far back this goes back. Al Rio doing covers for us. Rest in peace, Al. Did some absolutely fantastic work with Zenescope. Here's the eBass that I mentioned, and then also the Mike DeBalfo too as well. So the cover gallery alone, to me, just being able to get all those older covers, again, just easily a steal at $9.99 for those. All right, and again, that is graphic novel number 2. And again, if you're interested in that, you'll save yourself about a good $5-6 by buying it here on the stream. And try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our good friends at Fat Cat. So those are the 2 graphic novels. All right, let's get to everybody's favorite section, dude. Please don't put book 1 up. You're not going to get book 1 by putting book 1 up. We're gonna give you a certain code to put up to use to buy the Diamond Incentives covers that we're selling. Trying to keep in mind also too, we're going to limit these as far as the amount of books that we're going to let go, because a lot of these books actually go to the comic shops that support us, that carry our books and so forth. That's where we want most of these Diamond Incentives going to. All right, so let's rock on, dude. Book number 1 is going to be May. May as in the month of May. There you can see it right there. It's actually covered by Josh Burns. Josh Burns, once again, just absolutely hitting a home run with this. The book itself is only $10. The book actually has an interior too as well. It's our Grimm Fairy Tales May the 4th cosplay special. It's cover F as in Frank. It is a 400 print run that you're getting for just $10. Just put May as the code is what you're looking for in there, and we'll try and get you a copy of the book. And at some point too, we'll kind of list in the stream, give you an idea of who got the book and so on and so forth. Try and keep in mind too as well that there are multiple streams that we're using this through. So Facebook, Twitch, as well as YouTube too as well. So you may see yourself come up more towards the top of the list and so forth, but try and keep in mind that that you may be actually a little bit further down than you think, just based on us using YouTube Live and then also Twitch, say if you're using Facebook or something like that, what have you. So again, May is the code that we're looking for. The book itself is Grimm Fairy Tales May the 4th. It's our cosplay special. It's a cover F as in Frank. It is a cover by Josh Burns. This is our May Diamond Retailer exclusive at a bronze level for 2024. And again, if you're interested in that cover, just go ahead and put May into the notes. Looks like, Laura, you ready to rock on? All right. Did you want to put down a couple extra names just in case, or do we not even reach 20?
Yeah, we have a few more
Take your
for you.
time.
I'll
Okay.
put it down.
All right, looks like we're good to go. All right, let's rock on. Let's go to the next books, which is actually going to be Philly, as in Philly. The one reason why I selected Philly is we actually just did Philly Fan Expo. In fact, everybody that's pretty much here in the room with me, minus Laura, I actually spent some time down at Philly Fan Expo. This is a convention we absolutely really dig, is Philly Fan Expo. I want to say a huge thank you. If you stopped by the booth, I know Robert Wilson did. I know John Hazel did. Quite a few others and so forth. I'm kind of forgetting everybody's name that stopped by the booth. We want to say a huge thank you to everybody that did stop by Philly Fan Expo. It's always a great convention. If you get a chance to stop by there next year, it is right across the street from Terminal Market, Reading Terminal Market, which we absolutely dig. And then it's right located in the Philly Convention Center. This was an actually crazy weekend for Philadelphia. Philadelphia actually had the Broad Street Run going on. The Phillies were playing against the Giants, who got swept right out of Philadelphia in a 4-game series. One of you guys know, I don't know if you know this, but Phillies do happen to have the best record in baseball right now. So I just want to throw that out there. All right, so Philly again is $20. If you're interested in that, the book itself again is Grim Fairy Tales May the 4th. It's our cosplay special. It's cover G as in girl. This happens to be a cover by Michael Dooney. Another one of those just absolutely fantastic cover artists that we've been really fortunate to deal with over the years. This is our silver level diamond book. And again, the book itself is $20, especially for a 250 print run. That's certainly a steal of steals. Again, Grim Fairy Tales May the 4th cosplay special. Again, it's cover G. Again, a cover by Michael Dooney. Please put Philly into the notes. We're going to let a good 10 or so, 15 of these, or excuse me, 20 or so of these let go. Again, we're trying to put a cap on it as far as the amount of books that we're going to let go, only because, again, most of these Diamond retailer books are meant to go to the comic shops that support this Diamond program and so forth. They're buying a lot of, or X amount of covers, A, B, and C, and D, and so forth, in order to gain access to these Diamond retailer books and so forth. But again, half of the proceeds going to our good friends at Fat Cat. Looks like Laura's ready to rock and roll. Let's go on to the third book in our series. This was actually going to be Spring. Spring is $40. This is our gold level. Again, the book is the same. It's Grim Fairy Tales May the 4th cosplay special. It's cover H's and Henry. Again, a cover by Michael Dooney. And again, if you're interested in this, I would call this kind of our lace version. It does have the Z-rated on there, but it's kind of lacy in that. And I guess you guys kind of felt that maybe it was a little too sheer on the lacy side of things.
I would have used the questionable banner. I didn't have time.
You weren't really sure whether it was actually Z-rated compared to this is going to be another spam call. Are you kidding me? I got to silence my phone. So again, Spring for $40. This is our gold level diamond book. The book itself is Grim Fairy Tales May the 4th cosplay special. It's cover H's and Henry. And again, if you're interested in that, I would call this our lace version of the book. The 250 print run, again, is probably like the collectible version, or you can call it the silver level and so forth. This is the gold level version. It's Spring, again, for $40. The reason why it's a little bit more expensive, again, is a little bit more lacy. Obviously, also a little bit more risque. Good call, Mark. Mark, you, sir, you're good. All right. So again, I would call this like the lacy version and so forth. Again, it's also a 150 print run, a little bit more limited. Again, another reason why it is a little bit more expensive. All right. So again, that is Spring. All right. Looks like Laura's ready to rock on. Let's go on to the next book. And this will be actually Mother's Day. All right, dude, Mother's Day is coming up. Hopefully you guys got some gifts for your mom out there. Hopefully your mom is still on this earth. You're cherishing every minute that you have her. So again, Mother's Day is the $75 version. This is the platinum version. This is a 75 print run. So this I would call the sheer version. Not exactly topless, but I would call this the sheer version. Again, the book is the same. It is Grim Fairy Tales May the 4th cosplay special. It's cover Eyes and Indigo. Again, same thing, covered by Michael Dooney. And again, this one happens to be a 75 print run for $75. Normally, we do our 75 print runs, our 100 print runs for about $100. So again, saving a few bucks on this. Again, Mother's Day is the code that we're looking for on this bad boy. We'll do about 4 or 5 of these bad boys to let go for those of you that are interested. Again, the 4th book is Mother's Day. All right, let's rock on to the print. All right, so the print will be the exact book that we just showed you, but it will have the Fat Cat logo. All right, so the print is $30. Do we have the logo version? Is that the am I seeing that? Mm-hmm. Oh, it is right there. All right. There's no way we can zoom on that thing though, is there? Like, we can't really zoom on it. So I do want to kind of like make you guys aware of, first of all, the print is limited to 25. There's only 25 copies made of the print. This is an 11 by 17 print. Okay, this is not an actual book. You're actually getting an 11 by 17 print. Again, a cover by Michael Dooney, and it has the Fat Cat logo up in that top right-hand corner that you see there, right there. So that's the logo that you'll see right there. That's actually on the print right there, which I really dig. Noah kind of alluded to it before, or whatever. Their logo is really
Right?
bad.
That's a fit cat.
Dude,
That's not a bad cat.
that's a Schwarzenegger cat.
That's a jacked cat.
That's a jacked up cat. There you go, dude. There you go. So we got a jacked up cat on a jacked up, fantastic print. All right. So again, for $30 for the print, try and keep in mind there's only 25 copies made of that print. The print again is Michael Dooney. It is 11 by 17. So try and keep in mind it is again good 11 by 17. It's good size as far as the print's concerned. And again, it's $30 for the print. All right. And the last item that we're going to be talking about is our special pack. So our special pack is 3 Z-rated books. So all 3 of these are Z-rated covers that were $100 a piece. By buying the pack, you are getting them for $250. So we're knocking off $50 off the cost of the pack. I picked out a couple of Sun Kumanaki Ketchum covers from 2023. One happens to be Grim Fairy Tale 74M, our Robin Hood issue 100 cover L, and then Sherlock Holmes actually cover E as in Edgar. So again, if you're interested in the pack, please just put special pack into the notes. Again, try and keep in mind half of the proceeds go into our good friends at Fat Cat Comics. The special pack will have 3 Z-rated covers. Again, all normally $100 a piece. But again, we're doing this for just $250. So we're knocking off $50 off the cover or off the price of the pack by buying all 3 issues at the same time. All right. If you are unfamiliar with what we're doing and you're watching this stream a little bit later, shoot us an email at vcons@zenescope with any questions that you might have. Let us know. Also, again, can't reiterate enough thanks to Drew and his entire crew at Fat Cat Aware for hanging with us, giving us a chance to walk around the shop, take a look at some of the Funko Pops that he had there, some of the games, some of the items. I forgot to mention the Optimus Prime, dude. Are you kidding me with the Optimus Prime? Dude,
that was a genuine reaction. That was really
dude, that thing was freaking cool.
I want one of those.
Hey, Optimus Prime. What I don't know what was it?
Do my dishes.
Do my
Hey, Optimus Prime. Do my taxes.
How freaking awesome was that, dude? Really cool. I got to go to the shop just to check that thing out, dude. Really, really awesome. So again, you can check them out on their Facebook page. You can also find them at myfatcatcomics.com too as well. I think that's pretty much going to bring us to a wrap. So I want to say a huge thank you to Noah for doing the interview, obviously doing the graphics too as well. Jake for putting up all the products. Laura for taking down all the names. Again, a huge thanks to everybody that showed up in Philly Fan Expo. Oh, dude, I got a couple of announcements too we got to get to, right? All right, dude. So May 24th and 25th. Do we have a graphic for this thing?
So yes, the dates did change just a
Oh,
smidge.
all right, go ahead, dude. Rock it out. Oh, so it's just a single day, right?
Correct.
All right, so we are doing a virtual cosplay con on Thursday, May 23rd. All right, and we're going to be rocking out at 6 p.m. to about 8:30 p.m. This virtual cosplay con, we're going to be rocking out some new icon books, new leather and lace. We'll have new specials there too as well. What we love about these stream conventions that we do once a month, they're a little bit different than the store ones in that we'll have a lot more product on here and so forth, a lot more special, a lot more deals and so forth too as well. We try not to limit so many products and so on and so forth. So when there's 100 people on the stream and so forth, 100 people can actually get one of the books that's brand new that are in the stream and so forth. So we'll cover some new products in there. We'll also cover some older books that we'll put on special too as well. We'll have some merch too as well. Maybe we'll have a special guest. We don't know. Do we know yet? Are we having a?
I think we're going to be showing some cosplay content.
Oh, we're gonna show some cosplay content. There you have it, dude. All right, so that is our virtual cosplay con. So stay tuned for that. That'll be Thursday, May 23rd. That'll be the next time we're streaming. And then do you have a graphic for the movie club?
Bam.
Blade Runner, dude. Blade Runner. Bam, dude. Oh, Elias picked. I like that one, dude. So he picked out the what's her name from Blade Runner, dude. Rachel, right? So Blade Runner was actually easily one of my favorite Harrison Ford movies. I mean, I got it Star Wars, I got it Empire. Harrison Ford is obviously the man in Indiana Jones, dude, but Blade Runner, dude, was one of those. I don't know. I want to sew like one of those back pocket, like you did, like you just, and then also too Rutger Hauer as the bad guy in that. And then who's the girl who's like flipping around or whatever? Rutger Hauer, like she's like kind of partners with Rutger Hauer. She's also one of the computers. Oh man, I can't think of her name as an actress. Anyway, Blade Runner, big fan. Sean Young, bang. Thanks, Mark. Dude, Mark, you free my mind, dude. Sometimes I think Mark and I were like distant, long lost brothers and long lost cousins and so forth. So again, there's a movie club. Again, we're going to be featuring Blade Runner, and that is May 29th, and that'll be at 6 p.m. I'm sorry. Join the entire crew. That'll be Ralph, Noah, Jake, Marilyn, Brian, Crystal Star too as well. They'll be doing a review of Blade Runner 2 as well, and then they'll have new covers too as well by Elias Chadzudis for Movie Club and so forth. And again, they'll be Blade Runner themed, and that's probably actually the cover right there that you're getting a little sneak peek on. I think that's pretty much it. Was there anything else you felt like we needed to announce? Anything else we wanted to kind of mention?
Only other thing I'll throw up is that we've got the current Movie Club campaign active right now.
Okay.
So if you guys are interested in winning the 9.8 graded Sun Kumanaki CGC that you currently see on the screen, that is yours for the taking.
Okay.
So long as we get 100 likes on our previous Spaceballs Movie Club video by May 22nd. So Bob, open up another YouTube video, go over to our YouTube channel, check out our Spaceballs video, leave a like, leave a comment with your personal score of the video, and we will announce a winner for that Primo prize pack that you see on the screen during our upcoming Blade Runner episode. So go leave your comment, let us know what you thought of the Spaceballs movie, and you could win that CGC and autographed Clerks photo as well.
All right, good stuff. So make sure you pop over to YouTube, take a look for our that Movie Club cover or whatever that was. What movie was that again? That was for Spaceballs. All right. So make sure you take a look at YouTube, search Zenoscope, search Spaceballs and so forth, and then it should come up for you.
I'll give them a link right now.
All right. Yep. We'll throw a little link in the comment section so that way you guys can see it there. Throw a like over there. That way it'll give a chance to everybody. If we get to 100 likes, we will. There you have it right there. So pop on over to YouTube. Of course, if you want to watch the entire stream, I highly recommend it because, again, it's our entire crew kind of giving you a little bit of lowdown on Spaceballs. Spaceballs, to me, another one of those great, fantastic movies. Just a Mel Brooks classic is Spaceballs. So pop on over to YouTube, click on the link and so forth, hit a like, and give it a grading and so forth if you'd like to in the comment section. And I think that's it, dude. Again, I want to say a huge thanks to my entire crew. Make sure you guys go to myfatcatcomics.com. Check out their Facebook page for when their convention is going to be in June. And I think that's pretty much it. We're out. Thanks, guys.